Welcome to the Praxis Metrics Paid Media Dashboard. So this first page is designed to just give you a link to all of the other subpages, and it also gives you some context on what is included in each of the core pages. So if you click on any of these, it will lead you directly to the next dashboard. So let's dive into the executive summary. Now, this is specifically designed to help you communicate all of the core KPIs to the executive team. This is meant to be a summary. It is not meant to be a deep dive or a place to go and analyze why things are happening. It's really to understand what is happening. Now, what this is a combination of all ad platform data together: Bing, Facebook, Google, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And in this executive pulse, we're diving into the core KPIs: spend, impressions, clicks, conversions, revenue, and ROAS. Now, initially, what we're going through is a month over month comparison. So here we are looking at all of your sources all looped in together as a company-wide executive summary, and we're showing you what is our spend month to date, and then how does that compare to last month to date versus this month to date. And instantly you can see, well, geez, we're down. So maybe this is an area where I will need to go into deeper reports. But now I have a state of the union on each of the core KPIs and how we're trending in comparison so that we can then dig into the data later. In addition, we also have that separated out by week over week, depending on what is more important to you. We also get into period over period analysis of different ad performance trends. So this is a deeper breakdown. So looking at day by day, month by month, and then showing it trended out all next to each other. Now, if at any point you're in a meeting and you simply want to look at the performance of Bing and you don't want an entire roll up, we have these filters built in so that you can drill into the data and see these things change instantly without needing to go and ask for another report or another dashboard. All of that is at the tip of your finger so that the executive team can answer these high level questions and understand what's working and what's not working. Next, we want to dive into the core KPIs and top ads. Now, what this does, again, all of these combine all of your data sources, but this now gets into a little bit more specifics. These are for the people who really want to drill into what is happening on an individual campaign level or on an ad level. And here we have it all wrapped in together so that you can see daily and weekly trends of spend versus your budget, as well as a comparison over time, and impressions, CPM, clicks, click-through rate, conversions, cost per transaction, revenue, and ROAS. So this right here is an ad performance summary. It allows you to see kind of the state of the union for all of those core KPIs, and everything is color-coded according to this section that it is in. So this is a good place for you to kind of see everything together, but then with any of these graphs, as you want to get more specific, you can dive into specific campaigns. You can dive into specific ad descriptions or platforms themselves, and the entire section will filter. In addition, this dives even deeper into individual ads, looking at what are our top 25 converting campaigns in comparison to spend and conversion rate. And then we also dive into the individual converting ads, top campaigns by ROAS and revenue, and top ads by ROAS and revenue, so that you have that all simple in front of you. But then we also do individual ads with every single KPI associated, and you can go in this and you can sort, you can filter, you can arrange it based on whatever key performance indicator is most important to you. Right now, it's basically ranked off of which specific ads have yielded the top ROAS, and it's ordered those in order of priority. But you can see this is also from every single platform. Then down below, we look at correlations and trends in our ad metrics. So here we can see spend, impression, clicks, conversions, and revenue all together on one graph. And then again, you can filter down to understand the correlations. And then we dive into some specific data that Facebook allows us to tap into, which is gender and age group filters. So they allow us to pull this out of the API. So this entire section below allows you to filter all of these core KPIs specifically by the gender and the age group. So that is the section on core KPIs and top ads. Now we dive into conversions and revenue. Now, this section in particular is geared towards revenue performance. Now, just to be clear, this is all pulling directly from the ad platforms themselves. So, whatever revenue those are reporting on is what is pulling into these dashboards. So, we here have year over year revenue, spend, and ROAS all compared. This allows you to then be able to see year over year seasonality trends. Same thing with month over month with those comparisons. Then we also have details down below where you can click into each of the different sources and dive into every single campaign, every ad group, every description, and every date of these ads that you are running so that you can see spend, revenue, and ROAS all on a specific granular level. Then we go into how much are we spending for our customers. Again, with each of these sections, you have the ability to quick filter the entire section and get as granular as you want. And here we show ad spend, clicks, conversions, conversion rate, and cost per conversion. Now, some of these we have broken down by individual campaigns, and some we have them broken down by the platforms themselves so that you can see that aggregated view. If at any point you want to change these to either be the campaign or the source level data, that's as easy as a click of a button. The next section we dive into is engagement. And here what we are doing is we are showing you all of the content around your likes, shares, clicks, unique clicks, as well as engagement cross-platform. So with each of these KPIs, it has everything rolled up, and then you also have the ability to drill into the specific channels. But this is a nice overview of every single platform, all of the ads that you're doing, and then comparisons of the engagement scores and the customer likes and shares. And then we dive into specifics around video content. So we are able to show the views, the duration, the most viewed content, the top engaging videos, top campaigns by impressions and CPM, video click-through rates, and video views per post. And then obviously we also have this section down below that allows you to dig into individual ads and show all of those different scores as well. We also loop in budget data. That allows us to then show you how your budgets are trending over time. So we loop in our spend versus our budget, and then the ratio between the two and our average daily spend versus our average daily budget. So this allows you to see if you're over, if you're under, if you're on par. And then in addition, we have the details down below for each individual source, the campaigns you're running, the ad group, ad description, and you can even get more granular into each individual day and what you've spent and the revenue and the ROAS per campaign and per source. That is the budget section, and we also have a core template for you to plug in your budget so that it comes in automatically and you can update it whenever you have changes to that budget. And finally, we get into customer acquisition costs and return on ad spend and lifetime value. We all know that the ideal lifetime value to CAC ratio is 1-3, but one of the questions is, what is our timeline to recovering our customer acquisition cost? So we already have that all built out for you. So here you can clearly see what my customer acquisition cost is each individual month. And then what are my customers coming back and purchasing over their course of their lifetime. And then you're able to then see what point you're reaching that customer acquisition cost retention and you're repaying yourself back for that CAC. We also then break down CAC by source as well as over time to see if you are improving or getting worse with your customer acquisition cost. And then another problem that every single client faces is over attribution by core platforms. So obviously Facebook and Google don't integrate perfectly, and so they both end up taking credit for a singular purchase if that person went through a Facebook ad and a Google ad. And that leads to over-reported revenue when you trust these ad platforms and less in your bank account. So what we've done here is we've combined all of your ad-reported revenue with whatever system is your true revenue, whether that's Shopify, Magento, whatever platform you're using. And then you can see each individual platform and which ones are over-reporting, which ones are under-reporting and over-attributing these sales. And then we can show you which campaigns are unmapped that might be leading to this variance between the systems and your actual money received. And then we show it over time as well so that you can see as you're getting better with your tracking, as you're getting better at reducing this over attribution, then this variance between the ad platforms and your true revenue should get closer and closer and closer to zero over time. We also then break down and go into your ROAS by source. We also go into trends by source, and then we can even compare your agencies. Most of our clients hire multiple agencies with specialties, and you can literally put them head to head and see, here's how much we've spent, here's how much we've paid in agency fees, here's how much they've made us, and here's our return on ad spend, as well as our ROAS less those agency fees. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what is possible with these Praxis Metrics paid media dashboards and how you can get a holistic view of your marketing efforts with this one platform.